has kick-started the social media campaign with the hashtag India Supports CAA. There's a lot of demonstrations happening throughout India at the moment, and also the worldwide. There are a lot of international media has reporting these incidents throughout the world. Even Australia has declared no safe zone to visit India, and also followed by the other countries, Western countries, including including US and Europe, about the travel plans to India. But in Narendra Modi continuing his efforts to garner more support for CAA, the Prime Minister on Monday, December 30th, tweeted a video of spiritual guru Jaggi Vasudev, or well known as a Sadhguru, where Sadhguru was addressing his followers, and the video is of 20 minutes somewhere around, which I have watched it. And while I was watching his video, I personally think he was misled. And there are some points which he addressed incorrectly. The information was completely false. The first point what he make is Hindu marriage is not legal in Pakistan, and he says, I was just surprised that there is such a law. I have not made of a study of it. I must check it out. Somebody must check this out properly. I have done a bit of work on this, and found out Hindu marriages are legal in Pakistan as per the Hindu Marriage Act 2017, where Hindus can marry according to their customs and rituals in the country. The second point Sadhguru make is, in my opinion, CAA is too little compassion coming too late. This bill is only focused on religious persecutions, where most of the people who support CAA and NRC has the same perception of what Sadhguru has said. But does Sadhguru think religious persecution only happen in these three countries? Currently, there are two mass minority persecutions happening in the world, and that too in our neighboring countries, Rohingyas of Burma and Uyghurs of China. How come Sadhguru is so silent on this religious persecution, and also why he forget the Tamils of Sri Lanka? And the third point he make, the police did not use their firepower. There is a lot of restraint, otherwise the people would have died in a big numbers. World has seen the Indian police brutalities on Indian students. I'm not labeling Indian police as all bad, but there are some bad apples in the basket. That's what I'm referring to, and these bad apples are sold out to the masters, which are the political leaders. And not only that, if I'm not wrong, just watch out what's happening in Hong Kong currently at the moment. There's a protest happening from the last 7 months, and from the last 7 months there has been reported 2 casualties, death has been occurred. And in UP alone, in Indian state of Uttar Pradesh alone, 17 people lost life due to the police bullet injuries. Not to forget, throughout the anti-CAA protest across the nation, there have been several instances where the police lathi-charged and police has lathi-charged on the protesters, fired at protesters, and vandalizing the properties, where you can go and watch on the YouTube. There's some lot of Facebook Live video recording available on this as well. And the fourth point, where Sadhguru states NRC is a necessity, there is an NRC in every nation. Sadhguru's statement that NRC is there in every nation, that is a necessary, is in contradiction in a contradiction to the Prime Minister's statement itself, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi has stated in Ram Leela Maidan in Delhi on December 23rd, where he says that there was no discussion of whatsoever on NRC since the BJP came to the power in 2014. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also added that BJP is the only following the Supreme Court directive to implement NRC in Assam, and he is only clearly states the NRC is only for Assam, not throughout the rest of India. The other stories about Amit Shah and other ministers, I will ignore that, because I'll take the words of the head of the state, Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The government has given various options. Again, Sadhguru, fifth point, what he says, the government has given various options to register yourself, including the birth certificate, Aadhaar card, election card. In an interview with Times Now on December 17, just go and check with the Amit Shah statement what he said. Voter ID card and other government documents do not prove the Indian citizenship. These so-called documents does not decide whether if the person belongs to India or not. So again, what Sadhguru has said about the Aadhaar card and election ID, where Amit Shah has clearly rejected what he says. But the irony part is Sadhguru is a religious leader, and maybe he doesn't have the knowledge enough to check what's happening at the current affairs of the political scenario. But again, what irony is that our own Prime Minister is tweeting the followers to watch, not only followers, to the nations to watch Sadhguru video on the topic like CAA. I make 5 points here which completely false, and our Prime Minister of India is asking us to follow the Sadhguru video. It was better if he asked us to follow some bureaucrat or some IPS officer discussing this issue was better. But Sadhguru has a large number of followers, where BJP IT cell is mastered at this level how to address these issues, how to reach out to the masses with the political